So what's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA, back with another dope piece of content. Jess Hilarious has a history of failed relationships that have a certain level of toxicity involved. So we haven't had any opportunity to hear the side of her first baby daddy, Rome. And you know what I say all of the time? I'm not listening to anything a woman says about her baby daddy or her ex unless that man can speak on what she's saying and defend himself and, give his side of the story. Otherwise, you can't convince me anything bad about a man that you've been with before. So finally, we get a chance to hear Rome on The Breakfast Club. Jess is the host now, so I guess there's a reason for her baby dad to be there. When he tells this story about this scenario that shows the toxicity of Jess Hilarious, all you can do is think, man, Kountry Wayne dodged a bullet. As a matter of fact, Wayne didn't dodge a bullet. Wayne was looking to be the bullseye. Jess ruined that by letting Wayne know, I'm not that type of woman. Chico Bean dodged the bullet.
It wasn't even that he was scared. He just wasn't with it. Like when I first got the Wildin' Out, I was like, oh my gosh, I like this. He quiet and shit. Like he ain't all over the place. Like, he ain't wildin'.
Pick it up, pick it and kill it. Whatever that shit is.
That wasn't even out when I first got there. That was a later game.
That was a later game.
Yeah,
for sure.
so I tried to throw some game on him. But he was like, oh, don't you have a boyfriend? I'm like, who the fuck be worried about that? You know what I mean?
Me.
Like who? Yeah, right.
I come from out the ghetto. As a kid,
right.
you about a Jess Hilarious in my hood. You know what I
get
mean?
it, but
I don't play them games.
My boyfriend, he wasn't that type of nigga.
And who knows who else dodged the bullet? But the guy who has her pregnant now, Chris, he didn't dodge a bullet. He got hit right there. He probably think it's Cupid, but Cupid shoot an arrow. That's a 12-gauge slug you got hit with, my boy. But let's take a listen to this video, man, and we'll come back and chop it on the real tip. Now, this isn't to decide who's right or wrong in this scenario when they're discussing this event that occurred, but we're going to talk about the toxicity of this exchange. And then we're going to compare it to a few other exchanges of hers. And we'll just see how delusionally cocky this woman is. And now that she's got her a new butt, she thinks she's everything now. But let's take a listen to the video, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
From the window, you bust the mines.
She busted your windows out your car?
Man, no, one window with our fists.
Yeah,
What?
fine.
What happened?
Oh, you can't beat her then. If she could break a window from a fist, I wouldn't even try to fight that.
What happened, Rome?
Like,
Rome had to take a sip thinking about that. That's triggering to him. What happened? What
You
happened?
want to know a real story?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, God.
All right. I was just in North Carolina this weekend. I was talking about this. Like how my stepbrothers was like corny as shit, right? Jessica pull up. Mind you, we ain't together. Jessica pulls up. I had a girl in the house. So my brother, like, come to the top of the steps, like, Rome, Jess at the door. I'm like, all right, here I come. The nigga don't even wait for me to come.
He let her in.
He let her in.
Oh, boy.
Mind you, I walked right past him and his friends with the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica get in. Come down the steps. Murder, she rolled.
But what did I see when I walked down the steps, Jerome?
You didn't see. So and then she tries to massage this story. At Ashton, I had a portable rocking bassinet where I could put it in the trunk, send it to her, bring it back. Ashton was in a portable rocking joint. Me and the girl was on the bed. I had on basketball shorts. She had on her uniform pants.
No.
She gonna sit. She's been saying
Uniform
this forever.
pants? Was she in the military?
She was a CO.
She was
She was a CO.
This is correctional
Was she in the military?
No,
Great.
she's a correctional officer.
Okay.
So like she's sitting, she facing me, but her legs is like, you know how that go. Jessica come downstairs, she gonna say, oh, we was naked. We was not naked. If we was
no
naked,
pants,
I'd have
no
been going.
shorts, no
It'd have
nothing.
been happening. I don't get naked and
Was she
and
topless?
sit up.
Very
No,
much,
she had a
very
shirt
much.
on.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, she's never gonna tell the truth.
Sweetie.
Anyway, she banged the girl.
You beat up the girl?
No, she didn't beat her up. She
I just
banged
like popped her.
her,
She
and I
fell
picked
off.
her up and walked up the stairs and threw her outside.
Jerome, you could never lift me. No,
picked you
you
up.
never. No.
Y'all see what I'm saying? She
No.
never wants to. She never wants to
Wow.
admit the truth.
So hold on, the CO couldn't fight?
No, I ain't
No,
know. So
Yeah,
she-
I don't
it
know if
was-
she
it was-
could fight or not, but
I
I
grabbed
hit
her.
her one time, and then she
I
got up,
no.
and then she put on her uniform and went
Oh my
and left,
God,
went
bro.
upstairs,
Like,
and
this
she
is
left.
the truth. Is not. I promise you. I wish it was iPhones and
you
cameras.
started fighting.
Then.
That no.
I didn't
and then
fight
my
you.
son was not in no portable nothing. He was on the floor on a blanket, and the cat was looking at him like he wanted to eat him. Yes, he was.
What the hell is going on?
Check
What
this
in the
out.
ghetto
Had a
is
My
little
going on?
cat
basement
in the
has
basement.
cement under the carpet, so I would never I wouldn't even lay on the floor.
So I was my son on the floor.
My son was in a portable bassinet.
Okay.
Y'all been arguing about this for 11
For
years.
11 years.
Yes, because
Yeah,
he
because she
is
never want to tell the
lying.
truth. She was drunk out of her mind, and I'm trying to figure out why her
Well,
homegirl
first of all, I
even
was
let her
just
drunk
getting
there.
off of work, just getting off of
You
work because
goddamn
I
lie.
had a job you didn't.
You was
I
a
had a job.
goddamn lie. You did not just get
What?
off work. You was fired at that time. So please.
No, I got fired right after that. I was working at McDonald's. That's when I was stealing out the
This is
register
ghetto love so
overnight.
great. This is
Yeah.
so much ghetto love. I love
And
it.
then if I was drinking, okay, I was drinking on the job, but I was at work. So, and then I came to get my son. And
No,
yeah.
you did not come get your son because it was my weekend.
So
What
what
the
I-
hell?
so
you
what I
ain't
was
get
just
him
come-
till Monday from daycare. Why was you coming? No, you was coming to be nosy.
I didn't have to come to me.
And
No,
you
they-
found
I
what you
was
was looking
She
for.
had a passenger with her. If you
I
coming
mean,
to get
my
your son,
cousin
don't come to
Nicole.
Yes.
Yep. I
and
wanted
I
her to
don't
go
like
over there with
Nicole
me. I
either
knew somebody
because
was
she
over there, but I
should
wanted
have
to get
told
my
your ass
son.
go home.
11 years, you still don't like
11
Nicole?
years old, man. That's my dog.
So
my
how did you
dog, but I
punch the
don't like
window?
that.
How did you break the window?
Man, that shit with her hand.
So
I
you
was-
walked out, seen this car, and punched the window.
No, I threw her ass out. I
You
shut
never,
the door.
Jerome,
walked.
you're not that strong. You was not that strong.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
you did not
Yeah,
throw me
I'm tell you how I threw
nowhere.
you. I had you, and there was steps.
You Jazzy Jeff. Oh,
Yeah, that right there.
He
yeah.
could never, ever, even
Yeah.
right now, could not do that
Oh,
to
Why
me.
you hit the
God,
window, though? Why you hit the car
Because
window?
she knew that
I
would
was
hurt
just really, really
She knew that
mad
would hurt
because he wouldn't give me my son.
She's
Yeah.
a
He
lying.
wouldn't give me my son. You called the police on me, going to try to say his
I didn't
stepmother
call
did
the
it.
police.
You called the police.
I
She
never
said
called
she
the police.
No,
Bro,
yes,
I
he
didn't
did.
call the
He
police. I
sent
don't know how
me
the police.
to jail.
Listen,
You went to jail?
I went to jail that night.
Pause. Listen, hold on. I
What
need
in the
everybody to
Tyler
hear
Perry
this.
tube?
I need everybody to hear this. Where I'm from, the jail is right there.
Right around the corner.
You can walk. It's
So
2
when you
minutes.
called
So they
them,
heard the commotion.
They walked to us.
I don't know how they came.
Yeah.
I thought my stepmother called, my godmother called. One of them. It was my stepmother house, my godmother house. Somebody called because I ain't call the police.
Yeah.
My phone was cracked because of.
You cracked his phone,
I
too?
did crack his phone, but he could still. Look, everybody in the house had a phone. He called the police on me, and then when the police came, I just sat in my car. I was mad. I was like, no, I came over here to get my son. Nicole did tell me, yo, come on, let's pull off. He's not giving you the baby. He's not giving you the baby. I was like, all right, cool. But I was mad, so I didn't pull off. Police paddy wagon pulled up and got out. And you was like, she right there, she right there. And
No,
she ain't even pull off yet.
Bro. You was
And
the eyewitness?
They walked
How was
up.
I trying to get you? How did I try to get you locked up when I'm the same one
She
who called
right there.
trying to bail you out with no money?
I don't know why you ever thought you could build somebody out with no money.
Like I ain't sleep
I don't-
that night.
You trying to get out.
check this
You put her in jail to try to
Listen,
bail out?
listen, check this out. You ever went through a woman's phone?
Of course.
Could you eat after that?
Yes.
You could? Well, I couldn't.
Mm.
I'm comparing that to when she went to jail. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. You know, and
You was sick. I get
I
it.
was
You
sick.
Yeah.
I didn't want her in jail. Why the fuck would I call the police?
Yeah.
So, wait, so how did you punch the window? That's what we was
What I
just
hand,
walked
bro.
up to it and then was just
With her
like,
fist?
then I just punched the window.
What kind of car was it?
He had a Honda.
A Honda Accord.
A Honda
Tricked out,
Accord,
though, I
the
bet.
four-door.
V6.
I know it was fresh.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, it was my first car.
And he had just got
she
it.
ain't like it when I got it.
Yeah.
Because
She
you
was
wasn't-
jealous.
Now,
That's
no,
why. I'm tell you why.
you
Tell
had
you
a
why.
lot of more
Pause.
freedom
Yeah,
to
remember-
cheat.
I'm
You
gonna
was
tell-
already cheating with my car.
I had freedom once I got it.
Very much.
She couldn't call me, say, bring me my car back, Jody.
Right. I never called you that.
She couldn't
I never
call me.
called you
Bro,
that
we-
anyway.
Mind you, she took me to get the car.
I ain't never seen nobody want to
When
be
we went,
Tyrese
when we
so bad.
when we
I'm
got the
like,
car,
what is-
when I got the car, she was like, I don't like this shit.
I said, yeah, so this man, you really be doing
Yeah,
you.
I was
Because you was
outside.
doing you. He would drop me off to work and go act like he in class.
Bro,
and
I was
go-
an A student then.
It
I was
didn't
going right there
matter.
to BCCC for my associates. That's what I did. I went to class. Because guess what? You got off work 2 o'clock. You had to be to work 6 o'clock. So I was getting up 5 a.m. every morning. We got to your work. We got to your job by 5:45. I got out of class at 1:30. Did my homework for the 15 minutes. Came to Cold Spring McDonald's and picked you up. Then we went home. That was my routine Monday to Friday.
You're
Now
skipping
what?
a lot of things. But it's
I ain't skipped
okay.
shit.
Did you hurt
I
your
ain't
hand?
shit. Huh?
Did you hurt your hand?
No,
No, it
this
didn't
is before
hurt till
that.
I got in jail. I ain't gonna lie. So I got in jail. But
She's
listen,
no, it ain't hurt till she sobered up.
this the crazy thing. I was not that drunk. So then when
Bro,
I
she
got
used to
to the
drink
jail,
1800.
guess who did my intake?
God damn.
Guess who did my intake? The damn girl who was with him.
The one that you punched.
Yep. Yes.
She clocked in to do that
she
shit.
hell yeah. She's like, woo, I'm on my way.
She did
It's-
my
that's
intake.
crazy,
the
bro.
same girl that I popped, yo.
Now, when you see this, what you see is a woman who is in denial about any fault she had. She admits the things that make her sound good and denies the things that make her sound bad. Even though sounding good and sounding bad in this scenario are just figments of her imagination. This is what she imagines she sounds like. This is what she believes she sounds like. But the bottom line is, when you hear this man talking, this man is talking about a woman who does all of the hood rat things that men of any means should be avoiding. Now, this new guy she's with, Chris, by her estimation, he's a wonderful guy. Has his own trucking business. I mean, he's doing major things. But he has no idea that the toxicity of a woman like Jess makes her something to play with, not to stay with. And at this point, when you see a woman has a terrible interaction with her baby daddy, then you can't be the next baby daddy. When you see that a woman was volatile and creating all this negative stuff, man, you cannot do it. So I would say to you, man, if you're going to date a single mom, then you better have the opportunity to talk to her baby daddy. If you're going to date her, because you do need to meet the guy anyway, you need to let him know, hey, man, your child going to be around me sometime, bro. Don't worry about it, man. Your child is safe with me. But by the way, tell me what you think about this girl, man. You know what I'm saying? Just me and you, man to man. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with her. This is our conversation, unless you going to go back and tell her. I ain't telling her nothing. But just tell me, you know, what I should be aware of, man, and what your true valuation of this woman is, man, and based on the time you spent with her, you know, as, you know, dating and also as, you know, parents. I want to know that. And you men should know that as well. But see, the woman creates this toxic energy between you and the man you don't even know by telling you all this bad stuff about the man. Then you get in your feelings and you believe you don't want to talk to him. Now suddenly you her pit bull against him and you don't even know the man. And this is what I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to know that it's your job and your responsibility as a man to make sure you know the woman you're dealing with. See, I guarantee you, if Chris had known this scenario and heard Rome speak on it, he probably heard Jess's side. Well, we were together and I went to his house and he had a girl over there and he wouldn't make her leave. Then he tried to embarrass me. Then he tried to put me out. Then he did all of this and all of these things. And it was just so bad. And I went to jail. He called the police on me and all of that. Man, you hear this man say, man, he ain't called the police. But I'm telling you, a woman will create whatever scenario she needs to create in her mind to make herself feel justified in her actions, or justified in her outlook on you. So there's plenty of time you hear a woman, man, you listen to her talk about her ex, man, she talk about him super bad. Then you come to realize, man, that everything she said was a lie. She was the one. She was the problem. You know how you know that? Because as you deal with her, you start seeing the reasons that a man who's not in control of himself or a man who decides to stay with a toxic woman will flash out the way she says he did. See, here's the thing that happens. If you're going to deal with a toxic woman, either you're going to be a sucker that just lay down and take it because I love you, baby, my pretty little baby. There's nothing you can do to keep me away from you. Either you're going to be that, or you're going to be the type of guy that just bounce because you ain't putting up with no shit from her, or you're going to be the one who stays and you're going to try to force her to behave. You're going to try to force her to change her ways. You're going to try to force her to be who you want her to be. You're going to try to force her to gain control of her mouth. You're going to try to force her to gain control of her actions. You're going to try to force her to gain control of her libido. You're going to be that type of man. And then that's when the situations get toxic. And that's when a woman comes on and a woman has been in a situation that's been absolutely physically that's just been actually, physically intrusive, for lack of a better way to put it. And then she turns around, man, and she brings that energy to you. And now you got to deal with the fallout from that. I'm telling you, man, Jess Hilarious is the perfect example of the type of woman you need to meet, greet, freak, and delete. That's all you can do. You have to not deal with her in a serious way. You have to not allow yourself to believe that she's the one and she's serious and she's something that you should take seriously because she has issues that she needs to take care of. She believes it's great for her to be talking about, she's from Baltimore and she a hood chick and she blah, blah. Man, don't nobody want that. No man who got any sense want a hood chick. That's just real. No man with any sense wants a hood chick that prides herself in being hood and act ghetto and be cussing all the time and acting wild how she be acting and talk and just don't care what she says and who she says it to. Man, don't nobody want that. And any man who has it, eventually the situation is going to go rancid and it's going to get toxic. It's not going to last. It's not going to last. The only man who can last with a hood chick is a 100% hood dude who don't want to be nothing but hood. Even if you're a hood dude, you elevate from that, then even if you're dealing with a hood chick, she got to be a certain level of hood chick. She got to be a chick with a hood aesthetic, but not the hood attitude. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between hood and ghetto. Yes, we like that little hood thing, man. Listen, man, there's no aesthetic like the hood aesthetic. But the ghetto attitude, the ghetto mentality, man, is a bad one for any man to deal with. None of us should be dealing with that. So I want y'all to keep in mind that when you hear a woman who always thinks it's about her, that's a woman who you better steer clear of. Because there's some skeletons in her closets, bro. And I'm going to be honest with you. Probably some that you don't even want to know about. So after you blow her out, then you show her out. That way you don't have to worry about those things you don't want to know about. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. Subscribe for more videos. Peace.